Hello, welcome to the Nerdy Folks Podcast, a conversation about the nerdy things we love and the things that matter most. My name is Matthew Seipel Anderson. I am the host of the Nerdy Folks Podcast. I love this community, and I'm glad you're with us today. Yeah, normally it's not just me. Those of you who are longtime listeners know that usually I've got my wife Katie on the show, and we've been in a series on gaming, and I've actually had my friend Ethan Palmer as co-host. So, yeah, this is weird to be flying solo today. But anyway, on today's show, we're going to talk about the top-selling games of 2024 so far, at least according to GameSpot.com. It's going to be a fun show. Man, it's been a busy couple of weeks. I'm doing something out of the ordinary. I am preparing for a figure skating performance. That's right. At St. Mary's University here in Winona this weekend, there is going to be a packed set of bleachers, and I will be out on the ice on ice skates performing in a parent-child number that involves no actual figure skating. Hallelujah. It's going to be a fun time, though, and I've had a great time doing the practices with my daughter. It's been great, father-daughter bonding time, and it's going to be fun. The routine is not too difficult, although I did talk to another dad who has older kids, and he told me that one time when he was doing the parent-child number, he actually fell and whacked his head, and he's a much better skater than me, I'm pretty sure. And he also said another dad fell and broke their arm. So I'm going, why are you telling me this? You're going to freak me out. Well, we have talked about a lot of interesting things when it comes to gaming. Ethan and I talked about the history of gaming and our personal gaming history. We talked about old NES games, Sega games, PC games. We talked about how video games have morphed from simple games into rich storytelling platforms. We even talked about how a lot of these stories are being turned into movies and TV shows. We discussed cutting-edge video gaming trends like VR gaming and these open-world multiplayer games like Helldivers. It's been really cool to immerse myself in this world. And like I've said, I'm not a super big gamer, so it's just been a lot of fun. Gaming is just this huge world that means a lot to people. In fact, we touched on some of the positive and negative effects of gaming as far as like our life. The negative effects, I think, have gotten a lot of press. So we tried to touch on some of the positive effects of gaming, positive things, the ways that gaming can enrich our life and possibly even help our careers in the future as VR comes into the workplace. So really interesting stuff. And we also concluded that if life is nothing but a massive VR created by God, we're good with it. We're good with it. Yeah. Theologically, emotionally, all that stuff. Well, let's jump in to our main topic today, which is 2024's best-selling games so far. All right, coming in at number 20, we have Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart is one that Ethan and I talked about. It's a classic. It's a classic party game. It's an all-age favorite, so not a big surprise there. Number 19, Mortal Kombat. They're still making Mortal Kombats. So this version of Mortal Kombat looks like it has some characters from different franchises, from The Boys, it looks like, from Amazon. Very interesting. All right, Mortal Kombat. Number 18, Minecraft. This picture's got Simpson Minecraft characters. That's pretty funny. Man, the power of nostalgia and just keeping these things going is quite amazing. Number 17, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. Avatar is not something I've ever really gotten into, and I don't know why. I have never seen Avatar. Number 16, Final Fantasy VII, Remake and Rebirth Twin Pack. Everyone loves a buy one, get one free. Twin Pack. That reminds me of like Sam's Club, where you get like things saran wrapped together, so you get obscenely large quantities of things that you don't normally get large quantities of, right? Like you get dish soap, which lasts a long time, but they like saran wrap 4 of them together, so you get this massive chug-a-lug of dish soap. Number 15, Elden Ring. Number 14, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The picture's got Mario, but an elephant Mario. Number 13, The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us, of course, was a massively popular TV series, so it's not too surprising that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be a massive hit also. Number 12, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. This looks like kind of a Sims type game. Number 11, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Number 10, EA Sports FC 24. My son Willem is big into FC 24, but he plays on the Switch and on our tablet, and he's always super excited to get new players and level up players and get like a higher version of a player he's already had. They do an amazing job of making it fun like that and always having something new. Number 9, Skull and Bones. Little pirate thing going on. Number 8, Hogwarts Legacy. The Harry Potterverse has become a lot more expansive in recent years with prequel movies and, not surprisingly, video games. Number 7, Persona 3 Reload. Number 6, Madden NFL 24. You know, the sport games are very fun, and you might think that they don't have a lot of storyline, but what's interesting about the sport games is that they take their storylines from real life. Players that do well, their players get upgraded, teams that are ascendant get better, and so every year they release a new version, and it kind of has a story taken from real life put into the game. Number 5, Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League. Kind of fun to get to play the other side, trying to take down the heroes. Number 4, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But not rebirthed and repackaged like that other one. Number 3, Tekken 8. Another long-running franchise. Number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare definitely falls under the category of the multiplayer online game where you can hop on and play against people from all over the world. And a lot of fun, a little more hard-hitting and realistic than, say, Fortnite. And number 1, Ethan's recent favorite, is Helldivers 2, which, of course, has gotten people excited because of the gameplay and the storyline and how every time you play, you are impacting the storyline because the developers are reacting to what's happening in the game and what their fan base is doing, and the missions they're achieving impact how the story goes and what the developers put into the game as things progress forward. So really, really fun concept for like a give and take between the creators and the players and the fans. Very fun stuff. Well, as I've explored video games, I've come to some wisdom, and I want to share that with you. We all need a little wisdom in our life so that we can make better choices, we can make the most of our life, which is so short, and we can really prioritize the things that matter, and so we can look back without regrets. Ecclesiastes 2:24 and Proverbs 27:20 give us like two sides of a coin that I think can really help us in life. So the first one, Ecclesiastes 2:24 says, "So I decided that there is nothing better than to enjoy food and drink and to find satisfaction in work. Then I realized that these pleasures are from the hand of God." So that was written by King Solomon. He's just reflecting on life and just realizing that these simple day-to-day pleasures are a gift from God. And when I think about that in the context of gaming, I just think sitting down at the end of a long day, getting to kick back, to have some relaxation time, to play a game, to connect with a friend online or a family member or some random person from across the globe and have some fun playing a game is a nice pleasure, and it's an okay thing. It's a good thing. It can be a great way to, relax and connect. However, Proverbs 27:20 gives us the other side of the coin. It says, "Just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied." Any pleasure, anything that we're interested in, is going to be like a never-ending rabbit hole. I love instruments and guitar stuff, and I can spend every single evening looking and reading about that hobby that I have, and it can really become a dark hole or a black hole for me, and I eventually just have to stop. And it's the same thing with gaming. You're never going to find a deep and abiding sense of satisfaction from gaming because human desire is never satisfied. So at some point, you're just going to have to shut it off. And it's finding that balance to where is this hobby good and healthy for me, and when is it time to move on to other things and focus my attention elsewhere. So just a little bit of wisdom, something for you to think about. Gaming is definitely a topic I want to return to in the future because as I learn about it and dive into it, there is so much more there that I am curious about. And so would definitely love to be back. However, we've got an exciting series coming in the next few weeks. We're going to be talking about tabletop gaming. I had the privilege of going down to Adepticon in Chicago, Illinois recently and got to watch some gameplay, got to do some game demos, and got to interview some really cool people. And I can't wait to share it. So look for that content coming in the near future. Probably next week, actually. I'm probably just going to jump right into that series. So, man, thanks so much for listening. Until next time, love you, take care, God bless, and bye-bye.